Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. In a follow-up to an earlier story on Braintree Today regarding President-elect Donald Trump's desire to buy Greenland, Danish leaders have sent private messages to the President-elect's team in recent days. Copenhagen is allegedly open to allowing U.S. military presence on the island of Greenland to boost security. The Danish government, which is responsible for Greenland's defense, wants to avoid clashing with the U.S. and hopes to assure Trump that Greenland will be safe from Russia and China without the need for American annexation. The sources added, in 2009, the island won the right to secure its independence if its inhabitants ever voted to do so, something that Greenland's prime minister supports. The prime minister, however, does not support the annexation of Greenland by the U.S. We are ready to talk, he said. Cooperation is about dialogue. Cooperation means that you will work towards solutions. Greenland's strategic importance has increased exponentially in recent years, with icebound Arctic waterways melting and world power scrambling for new real estate between the United States and Russia. The territory and its surrounding waters are rich in critical minerals and natural resources. In the still smoldering neighborhoods of Altadena, 14 miles from Los Angeles, where fires destroyed more than 2,700 structures, about 80 people have defied orders to evacuate, choosing instead to stay behind and protect what is left of their properties from looters and more fires after losing faith in the authorities. Residents patrol streets and interrogate strangers living in a world without electricity or clean drinking water. Some are armed. They are surrounded by yellow caution tape at neighborhood entrances, flanked by National Guard troops, Los Angeles County Sheriff deputies, and California Highway Patrol officers. We do feel like we're in the Wild West, said Aaron Lubely, a 53-year-old lawyer who is one of the holdouts and serves as an unofficial emissary with police and fire representatives. The FDA has announced a ban on red dye number 3 in food, beverages, and ingested drugs, citing its links to cancer in animals discovered over 30 years ago. The synthetic additive has been used to give products a bright cherry red color. This decision follows a 2022 petition by advocacy groups and California's 2023 ban on the dye. Manufacturers have until 2027 and 2028 to reformulate food and drug products, respectively, with imported goods also required to comply. Advocacy groups hailed the move as a victory for consumer health, while some companies like Ferrara have already begun phasing out the dye. Alternatives, such as red dye number 40, are being used, though concerns remain over potential health risks associated with these substitutes. As the Supreme Court deliberates the future of TikTok in the United States and the app is set to be banned this weekend, a growing number of American social media users are turning to Xiaohongshu, a popular Chinese app known as Little Red Book or Red Note in the U.S. The platform, which focuses on travel, makeup, and fashion content, surged to the top of Apple's U.S. App Store on Tuesday. Founded in 2013, Red Note boasts 300 million users and has been dubbed China's answer to Instagram. While the app has long dominated the Chinese market, its recent popularity signals a breakthrough beyond the Chinese-speaking world. It's time to use some of that Kohl's cash, as the company has announced it will close 27 underperforming stores across 15 states, including one in Massachusetts, following declining sales throughout 2024. The Stoughton store at 501 Technology Center Drive is among the closures, which are set to take place in April 2025. Like many department stores in recent years, Kohl's has spent the last few years struggling to recover from shifting consumer behavior. The company doesn't anticipate that it had a robust holiday shopping season, with the retailer recently forecasting a larger drop in sales than previously expected. Kohl's stock has fallen nearly 40% over the last 6 months. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Do you know that electrical failures are the third leading cause of home fires? Cords and plugs led in this category, while extension cords dominated this category. To avoid these fires, plug heat-generated appliances directly into an outlet. Do not use power strips or extension cords on these appliances. Power strips are designed for use with electronics only. Do not put electrical cords underneath rugs or pinch behind furniture. Do not overload outlets. Charge laptops and phones on hard surfaces only. Finally, if an electrical device is not working as designed, it is time to repair it or replace it. Be conscious of your home environment and be safe, and thank you for doing so.
Welcome back. Nordstrom, the popular department store chain, is set to lay off 300 workers as it prepares to close 2 Massachusetts locations. The North Shore Mall in Peabody accounted for 134 employees and 166 at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, with layoffs effective March 8th. While the leases for these locations are expiring, Nordstrom will keep its Burlington and Natick stores open. The vacated spaces will be taken over by Dick's Sporting Goods, which plans to open new stores in 2026. Nordstrom has pledged to assist affected employees interested in staying with the company and finding new roles. The Braintree School Committee is in the midst of their superintendent search and began conducting interviews on Monday, January 13th at Town Hall. The committee spoke to 3 possible candidates: Robert Beretta, Timothy McDonald, and Melissa Ryan. No decisions will be made until the committee's next meeting, which is scheduled for Thursday, January 16th. To watch the full meeting, head to BCAM TV's government channel, Comcast Channel 8, and Verizon Channel 26, or head to youtube.com/BCAMTV. Braintree Public Schools will hold community meetings on redistricting efforts on Tuesday, January 21st at 6 p.m. in the East Middle School auditorium and Wednesday, January 22nd at 6 p.m. virtually. Representatives from AppGeo Sanborn will join district leaders to explain the reasoning behind the initiative, discuss their work so far, and present multiple redistricting scenarios which remain conceptual. These scenarios are not final recommendations, and community feedback will be collected through an electronic form. A final presentation to the school committee is set for February, followed by a public hearing for stakeholders to share input before any decisions are made. During this month's planning board meeting, updates and site plans were discussed for the St. Thomas More Church property. The developer, George Clements, and his lawyer attended the meeting to give an overview and answer any questions from board members and residents. There were a number of residents there in opposition of the new plan, citing traffic concerns, flooding, and parking. Here's more from the developer and his lawyer.
As you know, we went through a whole process of rezoning and appeared before your board, I think it was March 12th of 2024, and you gave a favorable recommendation. The matter has moved forward since then. The plan that is being projected here is to build 51 units altogether, over 55 housing, and that would include 28 duplex type of units, 9 single type of units, and 14 row houses with like 3 to a row, a total of 51. There's obviously a lot of issues that need to be resolved, a lot of issues that we're trying to address and you may have questions about. Drainage mitigation is obviously a concern. This has been an area that has been notorious for some problems with drainage, and it's been looked at very, very closely by my client.
The building elevations, as you can see, These are really 1.5-story townhouses. So they're at its highest peak is 27 feet tall. So again, not overwhelming by any stretch.
The third annual Morning of Service for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, organized by District 5 Town Councilor Meredith Berica, will take place on Monday, January 20th from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at Braintree Town Hall. Honoring MLK Day as a federal holiday dedicated to community service, volunteers will prepare 250 bag lunches to donate to Father Bill's in Mainspring, a nonprofit supporting individuals experiencing homelessness. Donations of lunch supplies can be dropped off at Town Hall on Sunday, January 19th from 3 to 4 p.m., or participants can assist with lunch assembly on Monday morning. The event welcomes children with special activities planned to engage them in the spirit of service. The Braintree Senior Center has an exciting lineup of activities this January, including weekly free movie screenings every Friday at 1 p.m. and Learn to Play pool sessions with Kathy open to men and women every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Special one-time events include the AARP Tax Aid Specialist, who is available by appointment on January 22nd. Also on January 22nd, for $5, seniors can see Stephen the Medium Sidekick at 1 p.m. And on January 27th at 1 p.m., there's a $2 craft class to make Valentine's Day pieces and a cornhole team event. For more information, call the center at 781-848-1963. The third annual Lunar New Year Festival is coming to Braintree High School this weekend on January 19th to celebrate the Year of the Snake with a vibrant display of cultural traditions and community activities. Organized by the Chinese American Association of Braintree and the Braintree High School Asian Student Association, the festival will feature an expanded indoor market with local vendors and a variety of Asian cuisines. A highlight of the event is the Lion Dance Eye Dotting ceremony, set to begin at 12:30 p.m., offering a captivating and symbolic performance. This event invites community members to join in a lively celebration of Asian culture to bring in the Lunar New Year. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Well, it may be winter, but there's always something going on at their public library. I'm here to share some library news and tell you about some of our upcoming events. Starting this month, the library has a new Museum Pass reservation system. The Friends of Thayer Public Library sponsor the Museum Pass program, allowing us to offer discounted admission to 10 area museums such as the Children's Museum, the Museum of Science, the Isabella Stewart Gardner, and the Museum of Fine Arts, as well as other attractions such as the New England Aquarium, Zoo New England, Historic New England, and the Mass Parks Pass for free parking. Visit theirpubliclibrary.libcal.com/passes to reserve a discount museum pass online or call our reference desk for assistance. For those who prefer to stay home during the winter months, the library presents Author Hour in Massachusetts, a series of virtual author talks featuring some of the publishing industry's top trending writers, in partnership with the Tewksbury Public Library. The webinars will all be held from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Zoom. Please visit our event calendar at theirpubliclibrary.libcal.com and search for Author Hour to see the complete list. Registration is required in order to receive the Zoom link. Register through the event calendar on our website, in person at the reference desk, or over the phone at 781-848-0405, extension 4417. And please spread the word that starting on January 25th, our English Conversation Circle will meet weekly on Saturday afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m. instead of on Thursday morning. For families, the Children's Department always has a lot going on. Highlights in January include Saturday Story Time with Miss Elizabeth on January 18th at 10 a.m., Get wild about bats with the Kids Explore Nature for ages 5 to 12 after school, 4 to 5 p.m. on Thursday, January 23rd, and the Community Volunteer Story Time and Craft with local picture book author Jessie Pilch Loeb reading from her book, What's Going On with Papa Bear. That's after school on Tuesday, January 28th at 4 p.m. And please save the date of Saturday, February 1st for the library's family celebration of Lunar New Year, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. For information about all the events at the library, visit theirpubliclibrary.org/events. Pick up a print calendar at the library or call the library at 781-848-0405 or email our reference desk at braintreema.gov.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Dr. Richard Koff, the former pediatrician from Norwell, who was charged with several counts of child rape, returned to court Thursday morning for a pretrial hearing. Lawyers are expected to discuss issues related to discovery, the process by which the prosecution and defense provide each other with evidence it plans to introduce at trial. Koff was arraigned in court last July on 20 counts of sexual assault, including 11 counts of child rape and 9 counts of assault and battery on a child under 14. The Plymouth County District Attorney's Office said the charges stem from accusations made by 15 former patients. In addition to the criminal case, 6 women have filed 2 separate civil suits against Koff, claiming he sexually abused them under the guise of medical care, such as unnecessary and unwanted pelvic, vaginal, and breast exams, according to complaints filed in Plymouth and Norfolk County Superior Courts. South Shore Medical Center denied responsibility for Koff's actions if the charges against him are proven. A 2-alarm fire in Quincy, Massachusetts caused significant damage to a duplex home, resulting in hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses, according to the Quincy Fire Department. The blaze broke out around 3:30 p.m. Tuesday in the basement and quickly spread to the first floor. Firefighters faced hoarding conditions but managed to extinguish the flames swiftly. No injuries were reported, and crews successfully rescued a dog from the home. This year marks the 400th anniversary of European settlement in what is now known as Quincy, and an organizing committee has big plans to celebrate with programs spanning the entire year. Throughout February, a special exhibit at the Old Town Hall Museum transports visitors back in time, when residents and visitors celebrated Quincy's 300th birthday with a week-long bash in June. The free exhibit is open to the public on Thursday and Fridays from 2 to 7 p.m. and Saturdays from noon to 5 p.m. After its run at the gallery, a mobile version of the exhibit will tour Quincy libraries throughout the year. But the celebration doesn't end there. Mayor Thomas Koch said the big public event will be the Flag Day Parade, which occurs every year in June, but will feature a longer route with special floats to mark the occasion. In addition to Flag Day, the city will put on a large-scale fireworks display over Quincy Bay in late summer. Additional plans involve dedicating a statue in honor of Chickatawbut, the sachem of the Massachusetts tribe in the early 17th century, as well as establishing the John Quincy Adams Park, set to be built at the current site of Acapulco's Mexican restaurant. Koch said he wants to dedicate the park, which will include a statue of the 6th president on July 11th, John Adams' birthday. The Norfolk County Sheriff's Office, in partnership with the Municipal Police Training Committee, is organizing a blood drive on January 31st at 42 Thomas Patton Drive in Randolph. This community event runs from 12 to 5 p.m. and offers a chance to help save lives by donating blood. To participate, register for a time slot by scanning the QR code or visiting redcrossblood.org. A texting scam targeting Massachusetts drivers has resurfaced, claiming they owe money for unpaid Easy Pass tolls through Easy Drive Massachusetts. Known as smishing, scammers send fake texts or emails urging drivers to click a link to avoid late fees. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation warns that it never sends bills or account information via text. MassDOT Highway Administrator Jonathan Gulliver advises people to ignore, delete, and avoid interacting with such messages. If concerned, validate toll information directly at the Easy Drive website or by calling 877-627-7745. If you've clicked a link, secure your accounts, notify your bank, and report your scam to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. This weekend in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First, Advitam follows Frank Lazarev, who must find his wife Leo, who has been kidnapped by a mysterious group of armed men. He is caught up with his past and plunged into a state of affair that is beyond his control. The film stars Guillaume Canet and Stephanie Caillard. You can watch Advitam now on Netflix. Next, Bird follows Bailey, who lives with her brother Hunter and her father Bug, who raises them alone in a squat in northern Kent. When Bug doesn't have much time to devote to them, Bailey looks for attention and adventure elsewhere. The film stars Nakia Adams and Barry Keoghan. You can watch Bird now on Amazon Prime Video. And last, Wolfman follows a family at a remote farmhouse who is attacked by an unseen animal. But as the night stretches on, the father begins to transform into something unrecognizable. The film stars Julia Garner and Christopher Abbott. You can watch Wolfman now in theaters. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. You can also now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.